Hello and welcome. My name is Stefan Poschik from CHC Corporate Health Consulting, and you are watching the newest episode of the CHC Expert Interview. Today, I have a really special guest because he is so much into personal branding and books, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation. So hello and welcome, Trevor Crane. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, brother, thank you for having me here. I'm excited to talk to you and your group. And I guess I can start off with, not only am I good at this whole book thing, but I have a publishing company. So I help business owners and entrepreneurs write books that make a difference, leave a legacy, change the world. And we do something a little unique as far as any other publishing company in the world. We help entrepreneurs create results with their book and pre-promote them before the book is done. So what that means, brother, is that we help them grow their business, add new clients and things. Instead of just having a book that sits there and is dead, we believe books can become your most powerful marketing tool, and it can help you make a difference with your core audience, leave a legacy, change the world. So that's a little bit about what we do.
That's awesome. So this brings me right to my first question. Trevor, why a book for entrepreneurs?
So I think there's a famous book back in the day. I think a lot of people know of it. It's called The Bible. so here's the thing.
I've never heard about it.
No, it's great. People apparently say that it's an amazing book. So if you look at the word authority, like authority, the beginning of the word authority is broken down into the word author. So for business owners and entrepreneurs that want to stand out and make a difference, and I'll share with you actually the reason here. The number one problem business owners have, that you and I have, brother, is that nobody knows who we are. Nobody knows who you are. The people that you want to help and serve most don't know you exist. And when they do learn you exist, you've got to build, they have that, I'm sure everybody's heard of this. They got to know you, they've got to like you, they've got to trust you. So that trust is oftentimes and can be built almost instantaneously when you are an author, when you're the author. And if you look at this, dude, look at it like any interview you've ever seen with somebody famous. And when, let's say Larry King was one of the most famous interviewers of all time, right? So Larry King, if people were lucky enough to get on Larry King Live, he would introduce his expert, and he would say, unless they founded Uber or Nike, or they went to the moon or something, one of the first things they will say is #1 best-selling author of blankety blank. So not only do I think becoming an author gives you instant credibility, authority, and it can build trust. And ideally, if you write the right book, which is one of my books, so I'm that guy right now. I'm like, hey, in my book, how to write the right book fast. And dude, I'll give this to everybody as a gift on your show. I'm not trying to make money, so I'll give this as a free gift. Go to trevorcrane.com/free book. I'll give you this. So but here's the deal. When you write the right book, you can create instant authority, credibility, trust, and desire to get people to want to buy your products and services. The book is not the thing we're trying to make money on. This is about making a difference. This is about loving your customer and giving them what they need, which is probably you. If you're listening to me right now, I'm sure you're brilliant at your thing, but your problem is nobody knows you exist. And you'll be like, no, everybody knows me, dude. Okay, so everybody who right now knows you and loves you, they want to help you. Give them a book. Let them position you as the authority so they can tell your friends about how freaking badass you are, because there is somebody on this planet that doesn't know you exist, that needs you. And one of the gateways to make that happen instantaneously, brother, if it's done well, is that you're positioned as an authority that can help them. So don't write some bullshit book, but don't write some book that just is for an ego thing. It's not about that. It's about helping and serving and loving the people that you want to help and serve. And ideally, we all have fallen in love with our customer, the people that we care about. And now our books are those that give them the keys to the kingdom, dude. What's a book? A buck, $10, $20. A friend of mine charges $100 for his book. That's cool. But the impact we're going to have in somebody's life is so much more than the buck. It's so much more. And so if you want to stand out and get people to know who the hell you are and have them trust you and desire you, then everybody listening to this right now needs to get a book done. And if it's not something you have yet, guys, gals, this needs to happen right now. On today's interview, dude, let's talk about how people can start leveraging this today. So you don't just listen to the bald guy with the Yoda shirt on. And look at my green screen, man. Do you see that? Like I've got green screen going on.
Hilarious. That's really cool.
So yeah, I'll stop ranting.
That you showed me before the interview. You have to show the video.
Oh, that's
even
that's,
more
hold on. My Yoda, my kids are somewhat into social media, so yes, it's like,
that's awesome.
Well, if you want to stand out, man, you need Yoda. I don't know what we need that for.
Awesome.
I was just
we will invite him to our summit.
That sounds good.
Okay, awesome, Trevor. Thank you. We definitely need a book. I understand. So this brings me to my next question. Look, the last 2 years, so many things changed for entrepreneurs. So many things happened due to COVID and all these crazy things going on in this world at the moment. So where do you see the opportunities for entrepreneurs at the moment?
So it's a good question. I mean, I think more that, we've got more competition online these days than we've ever had, because everybody had the same scare in the marketplace with COVID and things. And then the world turned much more digital. So there's just more competition than ever. And again, we need to learn how to stand out and get their attention. This is an attention game, so we all have the opportunity to entertain and create content and go out there and make love to and make noise and find the people that we want to help and serve. So those of you that take the opportunity to publish your book, document your journey, go out there and be vulnerable and be raw and create content, but not just create content, but help people. Like, we have an opportunity to stand out from everybody else. There's a lot of things in the marketplace that are hard to trust, and because we've all been screwed, or we've heard about people who get screwed. And I'm sure everybody on this call has had, or listening to this replay has seen some kind of baloney piece of marketing that says, I'm great. Like, I'm so great. Look at my stuff. So let me share this. Like, I can brag that I have multiple books out. I'm a 12-time best-selling author. My daughter has published books about some Star Wars things as well for Kitty books. She became a best-selling author on her 8th birthday. I can brag about that stuff. Wow. But we have an opportunity to share more of our thank you. It is pretty cool. But here's the thing. People don't trust that as much as they trust authenticity, vulnerability, transparency. And there's an opportunity in the marketplace. And this is the, I mean, I've been preaching about this for years, but this is absolutely, if you want to stand out, instead of telling the world how you met Richard Branson, which I have, and it was super cool, and I got a few people to clap, what they really want to know is your dirty laundry. They want to know the fears and concerns and challenges and things that are really going on. Instead of trying to think in marketing that we need to go ahead and be the best, why don't we share our fears? Why don't we approach the marketplace with humility, curiosity, and vulnerability? And then we tell stories instead of just telling the ones that are the braggy ones, which I just did with you, like, look at me, I have done some amazing things. Dude, I didn't get my first book done. For over 20 years, I failed to get it done. So I only figured this crap out because I sucked at it so hardcore. Like, it was on my New Year's resolutions list to get a book done because I thought that would make me look cool, but it never happened. And it didn't happen after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 6. And I'm saying, dude, this is me feeling like a complete failure. Like, I thought books were easy because they're just words, man. And I'm like, well, I've got words. Someone could put those words on paper, but I never could bridge that gap. The opportunity now is to figure out how you're going to make some noise in the marketplace so that they know you exist. And my challenge to you, and this was the second piece here I was going to give everybody, is how can you leverage authority marketing into your marketing now so that it seems fun and cool and engaging and it grows you an audience? Well, I'm going to give you two pieces here. One is that you can say and tell the world that you're publishing a book. So I'm going to give away right now a 15-word post that if you're listening to me now, you should write this down and you should post it on social media. And dude, I'll go into this in more detail when we meet for the conference, but this everybody can do right now. So you can write this 15-word post down, and I want to tell you a truth first. I, Trevor Crane, am the founder of a publishing company, and I want to publish your book. So I'm talking to you right now. So if you can hear me, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. You're like, wait, yes, you. I want to publish your book. I'm a publisher, and tell me your book idea. I know it's badass. Let's say that your book idea is about your business and how you want to help people and all that crap. And if you're not sure about how to do a book yet, that's fine. I'm still chasing your ass down, and I'll come to this workshop with you and we're going to talk about it. And I want you to publish the book. And if you don't know what it is yet, that's fine, because we need to prove it in the marketplace. So now you're going to make this 15-word post to potentially get, and oftentimes this one social media post will get you more attention than any social media post you put out in the last 12 months. Sometimes that's not accurate, but most of the time this is. So put it on your favorite channel, whether you Instagram, or you Snapchat, or you Facebook, your LinkedIn, whatever your thing is. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm so excited with an exclamation point. Put some energy behind it. This is your post. And you don't need to add extra ingredients for this. There's 15 words, not 50, okay? I'm so excited. I just met with a publisher who wants to publish my book. I think that's 15. I just met with a publisher who wants, anyway, I'm pretty sure it's 15, who wants to publish my new book. And you post that. I'll tell you, dude, if anybody's listening right now, let's say we're gonna have another 5 or 10 minutes on this interview, you're probably going to get a positive feedback from that post. If you pause this right now, post it and wait 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, what's going to happen is the world's going to come out and go, what? And you just positioned yourself as an authority. You're actually a sought after authority because the publisher is trying to chase your ass down and get it done. And then you might be freaking out like, well, I don't want to do that because I don't even know what the book is. And should I do that right now? And is this what I should do in the marketplace right now? I've got to do these other things, you know, and I'm telling you, you lead with this because it's vulnerable. I'm so excited. I just met with the publisher who honored me by saying they want to publish my new book. And I very genuinely do. This is not bullshit. I really do want to publish everybody's book because I know you have a message that you need to share with the world about how you do things that are going to help them and serve them. This is about me trying to extend a love business here, a business of love where you love your customer and we want to get it out there and give them the value that you have in the marketplace. And one of them is you need to let the world know you're a badass at what you do. And this is a very elegant way of doing so. And now, dude, they approach, here, I'll give you number 2. Part number 2 is once you post this, you're going to say, what do I say next? What am I going to say when they want to know what book it is? I'm like, dude, you have your homework. Your homework is to interview the people who respond. Now, should you interview every crazy cat lady who responds to your post? No. Should you interview your mom? Maybe not. You know, if your mom's not your customer, you probably don't need to talk to her. You probably maybe it'd be nice. Call mom and interview her anyway. That's fine. But here's what you do: is if it's someone you want to work with, if it's a previous client of yours who's badass, then you can interview them. You can say, hey, can I interview you for my book? Remember, I just shared that one of the ways we can stand out and we should approach our marketing is with curiosity and vulnerability and humility. So instead of thinking you are the God's greatest gift to your thing, how about you seek out your customer, ask them what they want, and then what you'll end up doing down the line is giving it to them. You find a hungry market, you ask them what they want, and you give it to them. If you approach the world with, I'm so excited at this moment, the publisher wants to publish my book, and every person who gives you a thumbs up, a comment, or whatever, every crazy cat lady, you know, is a lead. And you ask the crazy cat lady or the dude or your competitor or whatever it is, and you ask them if they're, you know, you don't want to interview her or him, you would say, hey, who do you know I can interview? And then you ask for the people that you want to connect with, and you approach the marketplace with humility and curiosity and do. You've now got a great referral source that people will look up. I promise you, if you do this well, they look up to who will I look good in front of to introduce me to. And you better not, I work with broke people who suck and whatever. No, describe your avatar as someone that in favorable terms, you know, a successful married businessman, you know, an amazingly, incredibly, describe them in glowing terms. And then what they'll do is they'll introduce you to some of the coolest, most successful people that you know. What do I talk to them about? Dude, you're going to ask them questions about your new book. And this is the frame, one of the core frames that I use to go ahead and help people find more people that they can help. And you don't approach them with, I am thou the bestest at my thing. You know, and I am absolutely sharing with this audience, do not go write your book right away. Take your pencil that you're a guy. I know what I'm going to do. I'm inspired to write my book. I shall do it. I shall listen to Trevor. I am going to do that thing. I wrote down his words. I'm not going to share them with anybody. I wrote them down, and now I'm going to do my own book.
I wrote them down.
Don't put the pencil down, open your mouth, and tell the world that you're considering writing a new book, and this publisher has been yelling at you to get a book done. And put it out on the internet and see what happens. So I don't know if that helps.
Definitely, Trevor, but I have a problem. I have to stop the interview now because I have to do a post with 15 words. So I will be back in 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay, 10 seconds left.
No, awesome. Really, really. I love this. I love this because I know my audience and our audience and also the people on the summit will really, really love this thing because this is a capable, right now. So everybody can use this immediately. You don't have to prepare for this. Everybody can do this like this. Yeah, so awesome, awesome stuff. So my last question for today, but I would love to extend this interview, but I told you just 15 to 20 minutes, so I'm going to stick with this time frame. Where and how do you see the future of entrepreneurship?
Those people who grow their audience and grow your own platform, your own leads that you own. Yeah. And they can follow you on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. And yes, you should communicate on those platforms. But those people who build those audiences and have a phone number, name, email, whatever, that you have your list, those of us who give in our marketing are going to be around. Everybody else is going to be gone. We have an opportunity now to help and to serve. Entrepreneurs are going to, in my opinion, are some of the most powerful and important people on this planet. We will, because here's what we do. We're crazy, man. Everybody listening right now, you're crazy. We are out there finding problems and trying to solve them. Like we are the solution. It's not government. It's not all kind. It's those of us that are out there on the cutting edge trying to go ahead and help and serve. And the way that you lead with your marketing is that you help and you serve. You know, you help and you serve and let all of your marketing actually build goodwill and then make offers. Your marketing should actually ask people to do something. So the gift that I was going to give, that I shared I would give is go to trevorcrane.com and I will give you, or trevorcrane.com/free book. And I'll give you this book for free. This is adding goodwill. Now, if you think I'm a crazy loon and you don't want the thing, then you're not going to go get it. But if you want this, and if you were to follow up and email me, you could email support@trevorcrane.com and say that you want to know what to say on this book interview. I'll give you that as well. But I'm like, this is an example, brother. I want to give and keep giving and keep giving. And eventually have you get so much goodness from my stuff. You're like, wow, maybe I should buy some of this stuff. And I hope you do. I hope you buy my stuff. I hope you buy it once, twice, three. I hope you become a client for life and that we build that audience for life for ourselves. We build a relationship with the people that we care about. I care about you. I care about the people listening to this right now. I want to help them and keep helping them. And I'm going to keep giving to you on beyond my death. I'm going to keep making you offers and trying to build goodwill. Those of us that choose to do that relentlessly, courageously, without expectation for gain, we will dominate. We will get to change the world. And those of us who fail to do that, that just try to tell the world how great we are and you should go buy my shit, we're not going to be around. Most significantly, business owners and businesses fail. Like gigantic proportions. I don't need to be the another person quoting the stat at you, but those of us that figure out how to give without like an absolute like horse trading, I'll give you this if you give me that. No, like this if we give and grow our audience, we're going to be around to help and serve for generations. And if not, we're going to be dead.
Awesome. That's really, really cool. And that's so true, my friend. That's so true. I can't even tell you how much I agree with the words you just gave our audience, because I'm 100% sure this will be the future for entrepreneurs, and this will be the only future for entrepreneurs. And we have the power to change things as an entrepreneur, and we don't have to wait until somebody else or some government or some other people are changing things, but we have the power and we can change things. So thank you so much for all these really, really cool and inspirational words. So as I told you, Trevor, I could go on and on and on and on, and I'm sure our audience definitely want to get in contact with you. So you already told us the email address and also where they can get your free book. So hey, listen to Trevor, get your free book, go to the website. We are going to post it down, upside, on the side, everywhere. It will be somewhere around this post. You will find it. And if somebody wants to go get in touch with you, what's the best way to get in touch with you, Trevor?
So shoot me that email to support@Trevor Crane, and I'll follow up. And I don't want to leave you hanging on the 15-word post. So very genuinely, post it up, and then you're going to go, well, what do I say next? And I'll hook you up. But you got to ask. If you don't ask, then I can't give. So shoot me, go get the book at trevorcrane.com/free book. And the email is support@Trevor Crane, and just say that you need help with what how to do those interviews, and I'll give that gift away. But this is only if you guys want it. If you're not going to follow through with this, then go pay attention to someone else and do some other thing that's going to work for you. Pick something, find the person who you're going to, be coachable with, and go put your attention with them and go do that thing. This, by the way, though, is, I don't care what you're doing in your career. If you pour authority marketing, it's like pouring on top of it. It's like having gasoline on your fire. This will just explode. This can explode your authority in the marketplace so that more people know you, like you, trust you, ideally desire you, so they want to buy your stuff.
That's awesome. So thank you very much again. We are going to see us on the CHC Summit. It's at the beginning of May. You see also the information around this post and around this interview. And Trevor, you are one of our main and leading experts at this summit. And I'm really looking forward to hear your awesome keynote and also have our conversation at the summit. And just bring Yoda with you.
Can't wait.
So it was
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
It was so fun. Thanks so much. And see you at the CHC Summit.
See you soon.
Thanks.